Hailey and Mary. You guys are both from California, so I don't know how big and important the Red River rivalry was out there, but can you kind of talk about that? And now that you've played in a couple of those games, what that environment's like, and now to have it on such a big stage.
Start with Mary, please.
Yeah, the Red River Rivalry didn't mean anything to me when I came here. Still doesn't, because you never like to look at the opponent. We like to just play carefree and play for each other. I've actually played with most of those girls, so it's like playing the California teams all over again. So it's pretty fun to see them just in a different uniform.
Hailey?
Yeah, same thing. I've learned a lot about different rivalries and whatnot, and everybody hating Texas since I've been here that I didn't know about. But I think when it goes to the rivalry, Coach White said it best before we played them in the 3-game series, is you can't call it a rivalry if you don't beat them. And I think the softball program, we hadn't beat them in years, and so finally getting that one win, it's like, okay, you can start to kind of call it that again and keep competing with them. But yeah, for us, I think just playing.
Ryan?
Ryan Chapman, all Sooners. This one's for Coach and Mary. Against Oklahoma State, you're able to kind of turn around the regular season results, get the wins when it mattered most. You obviously have a win against Oklahoma in the bag already, but what do you need to do? What kind of is that X factor for you guys to do that again, to win 2 here in the Champ Series?
Mary, you want to go first?
I think we just need to win every pitch. That's been our motto going into each game, is win every pitch. We focus on every pitch, every inning, every out, and minimizing the damage. So if we can win in the small aspects, I think overall there's less damage done.
Coach?
Yeah, you've been talking about not playing the name on the jersey all year and just set a standard of softball. Obviously, our highest standard this year at one time was the win against Oklahoma, where everything came together and we started to believe and we started to play well. But of course, it's hard to repeat that all the time. But we know that's the standard we can get to. So we really started coming out with, let's do ordinary better and let the extraordinary happen. I think at times we try to think too much and do too much instead of just doing the basics. As I said last night, we've lost more games than I think than other opponents have won against us, so to speak. We've shot ourselves in the foot a lot of times. We had a lot of errors, multiple errors. Our team has played unbelievable defense in this postseason, and that's what we got to do. We're doing ordinary very well.
Hailey, I wanted to go back to the series, back home. What was different Thursday than Saturday? Saturday obviously was a huge emotional day. Cat's retirement jersey, all that stuff. But your pitching wise, what was different those 2 days?
Yeah, I don't think we really changed anything approach wise. From the first, right out the gate, that first game, the plan was to attack. They're a lineup 1 through 9 of talented power hitters, and so you can't fear them, but you have to respect them. So you have to trust that your stuff will beat their best swing. And, only gave up 3 runs that first day, and so that was a confidence boost and a small win for us. So going out there that last day, it was same thing, leave it all out there, 1 pitch at a time, and, ultimately everything worked out in our favor that day.
Eric?
I got a question for Coach and the players. For Coach, just can you talk a little bit about what you've seen in terms of Patty Gasso creating this program at Oklahoma and what she's built it to? And then for the players, you're going to be they're going to almost have a home field advantage. How do you take the crowd out of the game? How important is that during these next couple of days?
Start with Coach White, please.
Well, I think as a coach, what you want to do is try and create a machine, so to speak, where you just replace bits and pieces at a time. As ones graduate, you bring the next piece in, and then you have your upperclassmen that know your system and they can teach the system, because a coach only gets so much time with them. And that's kind of what we developed at Oregon a little bit, and now we're starting to develop that at Texas. And Coach Gasso has done a phenomenal job there. The ability to create a program or a system that is working for them, and it's evolving each time. And that's what you do as a coach. You never think you've got a system down. You're always looking to add to it and get it better, because if you don't, you can get passed by. And as we know, it's kind of like the stock market. It's a little bit of up and downs. So you make sure to keep that thing flat and going upwards.
Hailey?
Sorry, what was the question? Oh, yeah. For us, we tell ourselves they're just cheering for us. It's what you got to do sometimes. But I think we're just enjoying the experience, and the fact that regardless of who they're cheering for, there is upwards of 13,000 people here is just an amazing experience as an athlete, but it's also incredible to see how far the sport has come. So I think we're just enjoying every moment regardless of what they're yelling.
Mary?
We've been on the road the last 3 weeks, 4 now, and so those stadiums were hard to play in. Everyone yelling at different things at you, so I think we are experienced in the level of not being at home, and so having those first 3 weeks under our belt is a confidence booster for sure.
And Janae, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, just going off of both of them, I feel like we were very prepared. Just from the Fayetteville region, I feel like that was a lot of people out there, and them yelling, "Let's go Hogs," we were saying, "Let's go Horns" in our heads. So just copying off of Hailey, just thinking that they're cheering for us the whole time. So we'll take that mentality into this game as well.
Jenny.
Hey, Mike, back here. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I know tons of great players in the game right now, tons of really good teams, but Jocelyn Alo seems to have taken that sort of popularity to a different level. I know you're going to try to get her out the next couple of days, but on a bigger picture scale, what does it mean to have a player in the game that has that transcending ability like she has right now?
Well, I'm sure the state of Hawaii is enamored with her, and she should probably run for mayor when she gets done, or for office. But it is, there's things bigger than the game, and she's starting to do that. She's, the all-time home run leader, and is a great personality for the game. And I hope that continues going forward, no matter what happens this week. She's going to have another career outside of college. It's going to be exciting to see how she does. Obviously, I think USA Softball needs to look at her, with somebody with that kind of talent. And I hope she just keeps pushing the limit and being a great ambassador for the sport.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.